Today I'm going to take a look at the last of my PowerMac G4 machines, the G4 with mirror doors. So let's go ahead and get started. Taking a look at the system board, it's immediately noticeable that the motherboard in this machine differs substantially from the motherboards in the other two G4 machines. They've now moved the PCI slots to the top of the motherboard, and the CPU now sits towards the bottom. And in the case of this machine, I don't have a wireless network card fitted into the PCI MCA slot. It does have the modem card fitted. Again, the system battery has been removed to prevent the barrel battery from leaking all over the motherboard. And just like the other two machines, this machine operates perfectly well without the system battery being installed. The only problem is that your real-time clock won't maintain time. The interesting thing that I have noticed on all three motherboards is this little chip over here. And what I think the system does is it stores all its prompt parameters in flash RAM, rather than having it in volatile memory powered by a real-time clock battery. Okay, taking a look at the AGP slot, it's got a Radeon 9000 Pro with 64 megs of RAM fitted, which handles the graphics. And another interesting mod is this little fan here, which blows air through or sucks air from the external drives to keep them cool. As far as the CPU section of the machine is concerned, the heatsink in this machine is substantially larger than the one found in the Quicksilver machine. As they up the clock frequency of these CPUs, they generated more and more heat. This machine is fitted with a single PowerPC G4 chip running at 1.25 GHz, and underneath the heatsink you also have the VRM module for the CPU. The machine is currently equipped with 1.4 GB of RAM, occupying 3 of the 4 available memory slots. Taking a look at the system drives, the system is fitted with a super drive. The secondary external drive bay is empty. Below these two drive bays you now have a drive cage, which currently has a single 88 drive fitted. There's another 88 drive fitted over here. So the system has 2 hard drives fitted. Another interesting mod which they carried out on this case was placing this fan over here. So it draws cool air from the front of the machine through the drive cage and passes it directly through the CPU heatsink, and then it exits through the rear of the machine. So this allowed them to offer better cooling for their CPU. Taking a look at the system's power supply, yet again it's a low output of 108 watts, and what I've noticed is from the Sawtooth to the Quicksilver to the mirror doors, the output of the power supply reduced each time. Before I finish off, I'm quickly going to directly compare the G4 Sawtooth to the G4 with mirror doors, just to show you the advances in design that took place between the first in the series and the last in the series. Taking a look at the system boards, it's immediately noticeable that there was a significant improvement in design between the first in the series and the last in the series. And just coming back to these little chips over here, which are found on all 3 of the motherboards, what it is an advanced boot block which was produced by Intel, which is called the 28F008B3 chip, and what it has inside it is 8 megabits of flash memory, which allows the system to store its prompt parameters. So therefore that demystifies the reason as to how these machines are able to maintain their system parameters without the need for a system battery to be installed. Taking a look at the rest of the case, you notice that there's a significant improvement in design between the first in the series and the last in the series, especially when it comes to the management of hard drives, as well as the management of airflow through the machine. And what you can see here is, from this evolution, you can see how the G4 evolved into the G5, which had even better airflow management through the machine. Thanks for watching.